We're going to start this hour with a merger in the airline industry. Phil LeBeau joins us right now with the latest. Phil?
Becky, this is a deal between Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian, with Alaska buying Hawaiian in a deal that many people would sit there and say, wait a second, isn't the Biden administration against mergers, especially with airlines? They believe that this will go through. Alaska and Hawaiian believe this will go through. Here's how the deal is structured. $1.9 billion is how much it's worth, with Alaska taking on about $900 million of Hawaiian debt. Both brands continue flying. It's not like Hawaiian will go away. It will continue flying under a corporate umbrella with Alaska. Approval, maybe 12 to 18 months. $235 million in potential synergy savings is what Alaska sees, and they believe that this deal will be accreted to earnings within 2 years. So why does this make sense for Alaska? Well, buying Hawaiian would give them greater Asia-Pacific exposure. This is an airline that is already doing very well in its domestic routes, primarily on the western half of the United States. They want to continue expanding internationally. Hawaiian allows them to do that. And from the other aspect, from Hawaiian's aspect, it was struggling to grow with more routes to the continental United States. You put these two together, this will triple the number of nonstop and one-stop routes to the continental United States, Canada, North America, basically, is what you're looking at. That's what would happen if the two airlines were to, in fact, merge. They're going to be paying $18 a share. That's the plan from Alaska once this deal goes through. Where is Hawaiian at right now? Now it's up to $8.82. Yesterday, when they announced this deal, I think it was at $4.86. So you can see the investors, the arbitrage has already begun there for investors. Lots to discuss with the man who put this together, the two men who put this together. Ben Minicucci, along with Peter Ingram. Ben, the CEO of Alaska. Peter, the CEO of Hawaiian Airlines. Guys, this is a deal that for a long time people have sat there and said, these two should get together. It makes perfect sense, given the exposure that Alaska has to Hawaii, the western half of the United States, and that's really where the bulk of the traffic from the continental United States to Hawaii comes from. It's the western half of the United States. The eastern half of the United States is, you can't really call it an untapped market. Most people in the eastern half of the United States, instead of going to Hawaii because it's so far, they go down to the Caribbean.
Phil, it's a lot. I was over, and you got to go, when you go from Maui to, I mean, the islands are close, but there is some little island hopping, and I think Hawaiian is
there's a lot of inter-island traffic.
And Hawaiian does that. Alaska, people, I mean, it's a great airline. I've flown on it. I don't know why. I've never been to Alaska, but they're much more able to, and the size is amazing. I mean, Hawaiian Airlines, or Hawaiian Holdings, was $250 million. So I think Alaska is at least 20 times larger, probably even more than that. So, but together could be formidable, I guess.
Very formidable, especially for the western half of the United States. And if you look at it from Hawaii's perspective, growth is really going to be tough. Southwest has added a lot more flights from California into the Hawaiian Islands, so there's greater competition there. Alaska was always strong competition there. And if you're Hawaiian, where are you going to grow in the continental North America that you aren't already, where you're not already? You could incrementally add more cities, but it's hard once you get beyond the Hawaiian Islands to the U.S. It's hard to say to people, hey, do you want to fly Hawaiian? I don't know, I'm making something up here. Los Angeles to Phoenix or somewhere else. Once people got over here, then they were with one of the domestic carriers that are over here primarily. This allows them into the Alaska network, and from Alaska's perspective, you can use the Hawaiian Islands potentially to grow to Asia-Pacific routes that they would like to add those in the future. They're doing a lot more international travel. That's the plan from Alaska, to grow internationally over time.